Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile.
Hey, this is Face the Music, where we take the music, break it down, turn around a different take on the music. We gon' clown, bound, and act the fool, something stupid. So happy, Charlie Trouble, this how we do it.
Warning.
You are now tuned in
Yeah.
Hey.
7 Mile Radio.
America. What it do? Welcome to.
He just start the damn show off giggling and shit. Just what the heck?
No good damn. I mean, I'm almost certain she ain't smoked no weed.
No,
Almost.
I didn't smoke any weed. That's so funny.
But did you smoke it? That's what Joe's about to say.
But
Is it safe to say that you're a pioneer?
You smoke
Did you
weed,
smoke
do you?
it?
Right.
So safe to say you're a weed
Okay.
head.
Right.
Well, you're
You
a
smoke
crackhead.
it, then you're a weed head.
Right. How he call somebody a crackhead so
You're a
smooth that
crackhead.
you're a crackhead.
America,
And
welcome
he said, I went to
to
school with people like you.
Face the Music.
The fact that he went to school with crackheads.
Crackhead.
So eloquently.
I went to school with people like you. He be looking at him in disgust, too. His face be like, but did you
So-
smoke it?
More importantly than Judge Mathis and his crackhead friends, this is Face the Music, where we
Face the
take
Music.
your favorite lyrics,
What we do?
break them shits down,
Yeah, what we
throw
do.
them back in your face, my guy, and
always
make
gotta
you face the music. You know what? I'm gonna take
you
it because
said-
at least he's saying this
Yeah,
shit now.
y'all don't say motherfucker
Right.
enough.
At least he's saying this
Samuel
shit
L.
now.
Jackson must be your father.
That is Black Motherfucking History Month. And we
Check this
deserve a
out.
motherfucker or 12.
Oh my
I
gosh.
am Willie So, and to my right we have.
I am the angel, Miss Happy.
Every fucking time.
Jesus Christ.
And directly in front of me,
Don't call on Jesus. You don't want him right now.
It's your man. It's your boy, man. It's Mr. Motherfucker himself.
Yes, yes,
Mr.
yes, you are.
Motherfucker.
Mr. Motherfucker today.
And
Well,
the Michael
damn.
Blackston voice.
Motherfucker.
Yes,
Mr.
that's
Motherfucker.
exactly who you are.
It's trouble. It's the nigga you love to eat. Let's go.
Well, check this out, America. If you paying close attention, I done started the show off with the glasses on.
Yeah, ain't gotta
So
find him.
that means that I am not actually Willie So today.
Oh gosh.
I am William
Lord.
S.
Why?
So.
Why?
Esquire.
It's the
Either he that nigga or he can't see in the rain without those bitches that he drive here.
it's the
Nah, I
Esquire.
got them on off the dribble. I got them on because today's topic is sort of on some mature shit.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna try to be on some
We're
mature
gonna
shit.
see
We're
if the
gonna
fella's
try
gonna be
to be
mature.
on some mature
I
shit.
don't know.
But before we get to it, I actually like to welcome y'all to Face the Music in prime time. We a little bit behind time, but we gonna get it in. Thank y'all for tuning in anyway. How was everybody's week, day, weekend?
My week has been busy thus far. I don't understand. Like the whole weekend and my week has been busy so far.
Busy? You just adulting? Just
Yeah, being mature.
being
you
a good
know?
mom and shit?
Oh yeah, always.
I think that deserves another.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that.
Uh-huh.
Do that.
You said you were being what?
A good mom.
I thought I said mature.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got it.
Always being mature.
Got it. We had to qualify that.
You know what?
Now, just to be fair,
Thought your
for the being a
appearance
good
and
mom
skills is in
part, hit her with the
question.
hand claps.
Oh yeah, the mom part. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
most
yeah.
definitely, most definitely,
Absolutely.
most definitely.
You're
Absolutely.
you
Great
come off
mother.
very
Most
nurturing. You
I
seem like the
am.
nurturing type.
I am very
Like a
mature.
breastfeeder.
Yeah,
I
most
did breastfeed.
cuddle bug central mom.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go with the
Come
proof
here,
is in the pudding.
sweetheart.
I know and have met her son. This motherfucker's awesome. Her
You
son
just
is
called my
bitch.
son a motherfucker. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
coolest motherfucker on the planet.
I mean,
That's what I'm talking about. Get the
That's
motherfucker
what
started
I'm
early.
saying.
Get the motherfucker.
He is.
Get him
He
rolling.
is. He is. Shout out to Manny. That's my
Yes.
guy.
Mango is
That's
awesome.
that
He is
dude.
a really good kid, and it's not
For real,
just
for
because
real.
he's mine. He really is.
Yeah,
dope.
man.
That's dope.
Trouble. What you been on, man?
I remember that Kanye song. He's, I've been working this grave shift, and I ain't made shit.
I'm tired around here, boss.
I could buy me a
I don't think I
spaceship
could take
and
it.
fly. Nigga, I've been
You want to
between
sing every show
past
you
the
sing.
sky. No, I'm playing.
Listen,
Nigga,
yo.
between birthdays and Valentine's and more birthdays.
What's going on? What up, though,
toe
Rocky?
up this
What up,
week,
though?
boy.
This
I'm
is
ready.
Jeff.
I took 2 days.
Rocky
I had to
in the
take 2
building.
days off the last 2 days.
My
Is this
man.
Fucking away
Jeff?
from spending
Ra-
money.
Just 'cause you-
Raphael.
That's my boy.
Raphael.
That's Chef Hefe right
I
there.
like that,
Hefe.
Raphael.
Chef Hefe, my boy.
Hefe.
Hey, he cold with the cooking too.
It's all that FA.
Listen, we need you.
Raphael.
We're gonna have you come on the show and bring some of your products through, man.
Rocky,
You know, we do
classmate.
all
What
kind
up,
of
though,
food-
baby? I
food
see you.
reviews, liquor
Absolutely.
reviews.
I'm a
Absolutely.
Wine
tourist,
reviews, do
so I'm a
everything.
foodie.
Yo, my boy Chef Hefe. I
yeah.
don't even be.
Chef
I don't even be. I knew him from high school and shit, but
Hefe.
I don't usually fuck with the Facebook
Hefe
dinners. I done
Raphael.
been disappointed a few times, but he didn't lived up to the standard every time.
And Hefe is boss in Spanish.
Boston Spanish.
My
That's
God.
why he
Is
did
that
it.
what that means? I'm
Yeah.
like, I know
My
he got
God.
a whole Spanish vibe.
Yeah, it's real.
And he
Ralph
can cook.
is Ralph, but
Yeah.
Boss Ralph. You know,
Okay.
Chef Ralph.
Raphael.
That's what up.
I like it.
Well, yo, I'll tell you this, man. My past 7 days ain't really been hitting on shit.
You ain't stuck nobody's wife.
Mind your business.
Mind your business, nigga. Mind your business.
But I tell you, last night, like I was telling y'all off air, I had the opportunity, the unfortunate, hear me, y'all, the unfortunate opportunity to go to the Street Legends tour last night,
Yeah.
featuring.
Why was it unfortunate?
I'm
bro?
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, Mark. I'm gonna tell you why. it
Got
was
to go see the
unfortunate.
biggest boss in the world.
It was Ross.
Oh.
Rick Ross. It was Jeezy, 2 Chainz,
Oh my goodness.
Gucci. Trina was there, but I got there late, so I ain't see her.
Oh, I would have liked that.
And
See?
there was
DJ
a
Drama.
cameo by 42 Doug.
But all I heard was 2 Chainz. I'm sorry, 2 Chainz, but I don't like you.
Don't do that.
Like,
Don't do that.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
probably the biggest 2 Chainz fan. on
I
time.
don't care. You can
don't do
be
that
his
shit in front
fan.
of me.
I don't
What-
like 2 Chainz.
what I
but
wind
Ross
up-
and
But
all
to
of them,
come
I would have.
correct,
What I wind up realizing is this.
I re-pull your shit right now. nigga.
Apparently, I'm just old. Because this,
You ain't get off on Jeezy?
no.
No.
Trap music historically does nothing for me.
Oh my goodness.
I am a hip
Remember
hop
when
head
the
to my
Snow
heart.
Man came out? That was like really cool.
I'm good.
You,
And we
what
around
about
the
you? Ain't
same
you ain't go from
age.
old school Chevys to drop top Porsches?
Listen,
Couldn't
no,
walk a
man.
mile off in
No,
my Air
that's
Forces.
fine.
Like music speaks to certain people.
Yeah.
Like if that's not
did
your
nothing for me.
personality,
Right.
He's a boom bap guy.
I'm a boom.
I never sold
Mark,
drugs,
as
but
long
I
as
like
Mark
that
knows,
shit.
I'm a boom
Chill.
bap guy.
He like Michael
I'm a boom
Frank.
bap guy.
Yeah.
If I go speaking of the boom bap, I'm at the concert,
Like he didn't.
right?
Oh, go ahead.
And this is the one thing that I saw. Mark, you remember going to a concert? I don't care who it was. If it's Tribe, if it's Busta, if it's
hell no.
or whomever.
You talking
Whomever.
about some
Just
Busta
hear
put
me
on a
out.
great
backpack
show.
music?
Busta put on a great
That's
show.
boom bap.
Period.
But when you go to the show, what you're going to see, guaranteed, you're going to see an entire sea of people, hands up, in this fashion.
You talking about some KRS-One shit?
That's what you're gonna see. I mean, listen, I'm not even the biggest Jay-Z fan, but you go to a Jay-Z concert, this is what you're gonna see. Period. I go to this concert. You know what I
They
saw?
wasn't doing that?
But you should have wait. That's because they ain't let Boosie come out. That's why they
This
kicked
is
him
what
off
I
the
saw.
tour.
I
That's
saw
what Boosie. That's what Boosie brings to the concert.
bunch of
He
people.
bring that to the tour.
I saw a bunch
I
of
don't know
people.
about Boosie, but
Boosie
what if
bring that to the
Gucci
table.
Instead of actually experiencing the concert, they were trying to film the concert experience.
You don't
That
do
shit
that.
And
doesn't.
Facebook blocked all of them.
That shit does not
That's not
resonate
right.
with me.
Right, that's so
Man.
weird.
At
So I
all.
get what he's saying because when I go to a concert, and I rarely go to a concert because I don't really like to be around a bunch of people. You know, people irritate me. So, but when I go to a concert, I'm like in it. Like, I'm trying to be front row, like,
Yeah.
period. Like, yeah.
So there, I mean, honestly, America, there was really no reason for me to go to this concert except for
He was trying to bang Shorty.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
All in all, he's trying to fill a hole.
That's all he was
He said
trying
she
to
wants
shoot up
me
a club.
in or around her
He's
mouth.
trying to shoot up a concert.
I'm not gonna confirm or deny
The party,
any of
the
these
party ain't over till the
allegations.
shooter say so.
We're just gonna move
Until the
on with the show.
The party ain't over
Right,
till the
now he
shooter
don't
say
want-
so.
Now he don't want to talk
Now
about
we're just
it.
gonna
Now
move
he
on
doesn't
with the
about it.
show.
Call him out on him. Own up to your bullshit.
Hey, and for the record, no, I gotta say this, Rocky, because we from the same way, baby. You a motherfucking truth teller, ma. Niggas don't dance no more. All they do is this. All they do is this. All they do is this. You're 100% Rock.
And the crazy part about it is that where that song that came from, people were still dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
They just didn't dance like
Yeah.
they danced back in like
Yeah,
I be
you-
dancing. I be
early
dancing.
90s.
I was dancing
But
earlier.
no, it was
You wanna know what
cool.
song I was dancing to?
You weren't dancing.
You wanna know what song I was dancing to?
What song was you dancing to?
How we ball in the club, I know you hate it. Mommy dancing on the floor look like she naked. Once she laid up with you,
Really?
I know she fake it.
Of
All the
all
girls
of
give
the
it to me, I ain't gotta take it. Oh, we
I
bop
don't even know the
champagne.
song,
Oh.
but he just made it sound so hype.
That
I don't
shit
even know
was
the
lit.
song.
Jones.
I'll put that shit on, boy. I was
You
in
know
the
what?
crib in the
I
shower
don't even know
and
what it
shit.
is, but
Before
for
I
some
start
reason-
sneak this, and let's just get on to the damn
I want to
topic.
see
sound like it
you
come
work,
with a great
see
beat.
you dance without no shirt, without those pants,
Hey.
pop champagne.
Before I start sneak this,
I'm
and
finna rap.
let me
I'm finna
go
rap.
ahead.
fucking
Mark,
rap.
It
let's
got
start
a cold
here.
beat, don't it?
Mark,
It sounds like it has a
Like-
cold beat.
how was your weekend, man?
Work as usual, man.
Work,
Just staying
work,
busy.
work,
Got a lot of
work.
Any
a lot of
news?
iron in the fire. A lot of irons in the fire.
Any news that you had to capture this weekend?
I still got a couple of stories developing, man. I got one where a special needs student, man. Did I tell y'all about the special needs student at
I didn't hear about
University Prep High School?
Okay, no.
Who the teacher told them that they would probably end up dead or in jail.
The teacher
Wow.
told the special
And he was
teacher-
able to. He
the
was
teacher-
able to repeat the shit.
Yeah, he was a special needs teacher. But the thing about it was another student heard it and told their parents about it.
Okay.
Right?
Excuse.
And that's how the whole situation got out, right? And the thing about it was during the time that the teacher was administering the test, and the student was actually getting frustrated with one of the questions was trying to get help, and the teacher got frustrated with the student, and that was the
How
saying.
the reason?
Yeah. Then when the student's mother, who reported the incident to her child, came up there for an unrelated incident, she asked the teacher in question about the situation, and the teacher said, "Oh, what do you want to fight about it?"
Oh, you just
And the mama did
crazy.
what?
And the mom-
Did the mama nuck if she
Listen,
bucked?
the mama said, "Do you want to do it out here in the office or outside?"
Nah, it shouldn't have been no
let's-
questions asked after that.
I would have drugged
Take
her
off.
immediately.
Take off.
Because like
Let
that, no,
go.
that wasn't
Let go.
it wasn't her child that she said.
Me and Jawan Howard will tear this motherfucker.
I'm just giving y'all the scape. I'm just giving y'all the scope.
As a mother,
Yeah.
you take
I'm a special
on,
needs student. I mean,
you
I know-
take on a motherhood type thing.
That
You know,
nurturing,
right?
yeah.
Like it don't matter if it's my child or not.
But you know how
This
you
is
know
at
that's when that Indian tribe of
University Prep.
Chokehold supposed to come out,
Yeah.
and you supposed
So
to
if that's your
earn your
answer,
feathers.
and I'm
Oh.
asking you a question about another child, and your answer is you want to
Yeah.
fight about it. Come here. Let me
No,
tell you
no. The
something.
answer is, hey, Jawan, come here.
Yeah.
Jawan, 6'9",
Not
two.
Jawan.
Jawan,
No,
smack
not-
this bitch.
You don't-
That's the answer.
No, you just
That's the
whatever.
answer.
No, you
Because
don't
I'm
get
sure
the kid
she
to
had
do
a
it.
wig on.
Because now the kid gets in trouble and shit. You know?
Sometimes you gotta just punch
Now the
people.
kid get a
Sometimes you
wreck.
just
Nah,
gotta grab
I'm
them by the
being
wig.
funny, but
I'm an avid puncher, motherfucker.
You know what? But
Puncher,
I
motherfucker.
can't go.
there are
to jail
ways
by
around
grabbing you
it.
by
But
the
at
wig.
some point in
If I
time, you
punch
just
I might
got
go
to.
jail.
you
I'm
gotta
sorry.
punch him now.
And I bring up the whole Jawan Howard thing, and I bring that up, just sort of kind of being funny.
I ain't even see that shit. But
Yeah, he smacked the shit out of somebody.
He smacked a student.
No, another coach.
The coach.
He
He
smacked
is so
another coach.
concerned.
Smacked another coach. Yeah.
Yeah, the
was
University
so
of Wisconsin
concerned.
coach after the game.
in the handshake line.
He probably
But I feel
told
like- I feel-
Jawan Howard he looked like a stick bug.
No, I feel like
He was like, who you talking to?
I feel like
So
that
I-
was like
I
a
would look like a
build-up.
bug's
I
life.
don't think that was just like over a call. I feel like they had something before that.
I have absolutely no idea what that was about. But what I
They
will
messing
say,
with the
too
same
mad.
girl.
white folks
Same
of
girl.
America. White folk of America. Let me just explain something to you real quick.
He said white folk.
White
of
folk.
America.
No, because I got to distinguish exactly who I'm talking to. Normally, I'm just talking to the whole of America. But specifically right now, I'm just talking to...
He meant with a W.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
You said whole of America.
I said the
Let's put it on
whole
left.
of America.
That's why
As
I
in
backed you up.
all-
I said W.
All of America.
WHOLE.
Yeah, the whole.
He thought you were speaking to the whole of America.
Well, if I got to...
Right in the pussy. That's where she thought she was
Specifically
going. That's where she
speaking
thought she was
to
going.
white America, let me tell y'all something.
Everybody eyebrow went up.
When
I'm
you
sorry.
see
I didn't
a
catch the
pissed
gander
off
sound.
black man not fucking with you, when you see a pissed off black man, things not to do.
Don't grab.
Don't touch him.
Yeah, you can't antagonize
Don't do
a
that.
nigga, though.
Don't touch him. I don't care. You could be with the best of intentions. Don't touch him.
Yeah.
Don't touch them. If you want,
And
if
don't
you
put-
want to know why you don't touch them, because when you go to touch them, you're gonna get collared up, and if your boy jump in it, he getting the shit smacked out of him, as was exhibited by one Jawan Howard. I just want to, public service announcement. Can I get some hand claps? Because I just saved a couple of lives. I do believe.
Yeah, man.
I do believe. We're working for the people today.
Of America.
You out here trying to save some fuck niggas.
Hey,
A
listen.
nigga
But
gotta
some
get
people
smacked. He
don't
gotta get
realize
smacked.
that
If they don't know that, then they probably
You gotta
deserve
smack
to
the
get whatever
pee
it
out
is
of niggas sometimes.
Some people
Well,
Yeah,
don't.
you gotta
Some
smack a
people
nigga
don't
till you
know what?
on his hell.
Well, see, and you know what? It's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen. And yep, Rock, you're 100% right. Don't fuck with the babies. Don't ever fuck with the babies.
Literally, don't fuck with the baby at the bowling alley, or your
Ever.
ass
Or-
gonna be
or-
it's
or
gonna
his
be a
homeboys.
slip and slide.
But before we
Grippy
just
ride.
before we just keep
I
going
need-
down this wormhole of current events. Cause we could do this shit all day. Cause you're 100% right. I saw that video.
Slip and
too.
slide, grip and
Like,
ride.
God
Don't
damn.
fuck with the baby at the
I
bowling
didn't
alley.
see- Oh.
This motherfucker whole security team. None of these motherfuckers have home training.
He
None
must-
of them.
But you know what? How bad of a boss? And when I say boss, like you hired your security, right? How horrible of a boss you have to be where your security be like, go ahead. And get
Listen,
him.
they don't hire security
Go
for
ahead
him
and get
to
him.
be protected. They hire security to protect people from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like we here to stop him from killing you.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
He gonna beat
Right.
your ass. He done
Because
be the
and then-
promoters. He done killed niggas in
Yeah,
Walmart.
in Walmart. He
done-
killed the nigga in Walmart
Man,
before he got
that
on.
nigga
The
is
baby,
really
yeah.
about
I
that
heard
life.
about that.
It was
you
some
know,
niggas
it's
ran
the
up on this nigga at a video shoot,
If
nigga.
I'm-
You remember the shit when they ran up on the nigga? It was 19 of these niggas. This is him one on the porch. He
On
said,
the
nigga,
porch.
I ain't finna sign no permission slip, nigga. What y'all niggas want to do?
What did
Yeah.
you
Nigga, it's one of you. It was 19 of them niggas.
Everything I love. If Bout It was a person,
Yeah, that nigga about it. He a no limit soldier.
that's
Yeah.
that's the baby.
He more mystical than mystical. nigga.
If Black Air
love
Force
Mexico,
Ones was a
by the way.
person,
There you go.
Yes,
There you go.
sir.
he'd be the baby.
Hold on, with
He's
the
a-
crease in him.
He's a Black Air Force One.
They need to
human
put
form.
they need
With
to
the
do a
crease
black Air
in
Force
them.
One with a Charlotte Hornet on the side of that bitch.
But yo,
with the baby height on it. It'd be a
Listen.
5'6" Black Air Force One with a Charlotte Hornet on the side of it and a
my God.
bullet, a special edition bullet hanging from the toe tag.
just saying. But America,
crazy.
if you want to
I didn't see the
revisit
video.
any of the stuff that we just talked about, all you got to do is hit the internets.
Internet.
Yep.
We got it. Do we got any of that on our
Yeah.
network right now?
No, we
Any
shouldn't.
of what?
We shouldn't.
Any
He
of
getting
those-
sued. Look, the brother sued him
For what?
Yeah.
For what?
because he
Here's the
said
thing.
he said he was gonna run the fade with him. And then when he got
What?
it, he
I
got his issue. Now
I
he
was just
said
about
he-
to say, now you got to keep in perspective. Now, the baby is, again, a celebrity. He has paid security.
Sure.
And her brother actually said it was on site when he seen him. right? So he was a threat towards the baby.
Yeah.
The baby just so happened to be in the same motherfucking bowling alley, and when he
and
seen him,
and this
he
motherfucker
initiated the
literally
shit. He
ran
initiated-
onto a slippery ass
he
lane
initiated-
and was chased by. I get what you're saying.
No, but did you see
the
no, wait,
lawsuit
did
is
you see,
coming on
did
this
you,
one.
did you see
Yeah.
the beginning of what? It's a reason for it. That's the reason I'm about to say. Did you see the very beginning of it before they even got on the lanes?
Yeah, he walked up to him, and the brother walked up
The
to
baby
him.
fired the first shot.
Yeah, he did. He punched him. He tied,
walked
and he
toward him
fell
and-
back on
yeah.
the bowling lanes.
Yeah, he
No,
knocked
this is what I'm
he
saying.
knocked him to the lane.
The lawsuit is forthcoming, but never mind all
That shit look
man.
like when them hyenas was chasing Simba on the Lion King
right.
in the grave through the graveyard.
This
That's what he
motherfucker
was
jumped from
getting beat
lane
like.
10 to lane 8
beep,
to
beep.
lane 6.
So, dude, let his mouth get him into.
He asked
something.
for it. He said he was
Okay.
going to
Sorta,
run
kinda.
the fade with the nigga.
But the
His
moral of the
mouth-
story,
his mouth wrote a check
just,
his ass couldn't cash.
Right,
Just
that's what my mama used
but
to say.
just like Juwan Howard, just like you are a public figure. You're not supposed to act this way. But never mind that. Nevertheless.
Nevertheless.
I don't care
Nevertheless.
how public I am. If
No.
somebody tell
Yeah,
me,
no, I'm
if
gonna
Mark-
advise
Mark-
you not
I'ma
to whoop
tell
nobody
you.
ass on camera. Don't do it, because
hey, look.
your bag is at the end of the day. Your bag is the one that's gonna get hurt.
Don't say on site with me.
But listen,
She said, all right.
never mind any of that.
I hear what you're saying.
This
and
is-
you know, I go out my way to be as professional as I possibly can.
What I'm
But people don't say on site with me. Don't buck at me and don't say on site with me because I am from the hood. I'm a suburban mom
5-year-old
now,
got killed,
but
yeah.
I'm from the hood. Don't do that.
What's that about?
Certain things, certain rules just go out the window.
all right, because we are definitely going way the fuck away from where we supposed to be
Hell
going.
yeah, because this show ain't got shit to do with no fight.
Rock, babe. We
Oh
see
my
you in the
gosh,
comments.
yes,
we
that
see
was
you in the
so
comments,
sad.
Rock.
That was super sad, y'all.
And we definitely want to address it, and we will in due time. But we want to get to the meat of the show today. We do. Rock, we're gonna talk about it, Mama. We want to get to the meat of the show because we so far off from where we supposed to be right now.
We are.
This isn't a news show.
Right. But we still have fun talking about
Yeah. I mean, and it's worth it to talk about it. But today, America, speaking of fuck shit, we normally on some fuck shit. We here at Face the Music, we acknowledge, revel in, and admire the fact that we are toxic as fuck. We do.
I don't admire
But
it.
boom, 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 boom.
I don't admire it. I
But
try to keep
this-
us non-toxic.
This week, we are going to delve into a topic that is probably near and dear to a lot of people's hearts. And that is the topic,
A lot of people.
some
Yeah.
people,
Right.
maybe,
Because
we
this
think.
is 2022.
we hope. Yeah, what's your shirt supposed to say? It's 2022, nigga.
Yeah, 2022, motherfucker.
We're talking this week about marriage.
Like I read that back from last week.
We're talking about marriage today, America. And all the things that go along with it. Like,
You silly.
when do you know that you're ready to get married?
When you stop effing.
Are you? Don't you do
Wait a
it?
minute, wait a minute.
Don't you?
That's supposed to be the best part of marriage when you start fucking.
No, effing. I was about to say stop.
was about to say-
effing.
I heard
When
through
you
the
stop
grapevine.
fucking
I heard
around.
through the grapevine when you propose, that's when it stopped.
You're supposed to- when you're ready to stop effing.
But we
I
have-
heard that's when
we
it fucking
have-
stops.
We have questions, America. This is the marriage show, and we have questions. Face the Music has
legal
questions about marriage, like when do you know that you're ready?
Rocky been married for 20 years. Shout out Rocky, goddammit.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Shout out
my
Rocky,
boy.
goddammit.
When-
Rocky got that snapper 3000.
like
That box is crazy.
what does it take to keep the
Why?
marriage?
Why?
20 years
That's
of
why.
And the
That's
song
She got that rock'em, bock'em, sock'em, box. Rocky shit different.
the song that we're going with this
I can't
week,
stand you. And
apropos of nothing, is
Dang you.
Jagged Edge. Let's get
Let's
married.
get married. You wanna know why? Because we ain't getting no younger. Let's just get
Yeah.
married.
So,
That's the least romantic marriage song I've heard ever.
okay, fine.
I'm just saying, and I love Jagged Edge.
I'm not mad at you, and I agree with you. To be honest,
You know
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
with you 100%.
It's something about these little thug R&B dudes that just always had me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's promised
Thuggin' buggin'.
between me and you.
Remember the little shit they did? I got so much love for you when these arms. Oh, you know that you're my good love. Them niggas was fucking hoes back in the day, boy.
Not even
Jagged
sure how
Edge
we
was
got
fucking
there.
everybody, boy.
But yeah,
Let's
let's get
them
married
in
by
112.
Jagged Edge.
112 was fucking bitches too.
And none
Bitches
of them
ain't
are
cool.
good looking men, like necessarily.
You got to. You
know
can
what I'm
sing.
saying? But the song say something. You just be like, what you say?
Oh, you so crazy.
He funny looking, but he just son.
You so crazy.
Like Q from 112. Like no.
Nigga, even Slim. Slim wasn't even Slim.
Well, damn.
Like,
That's
big
what I
ass
meant.
apple
I think
head.
That's what I meant. The little short one.
Slim.
The lead one with the little small voice.
What is this? No, that was
What's his name?
Hell if I know.
I'm somewhere else. But all
I
right,
think
let's
it's
get back to
Slim.
it.
It
Let's
might
get back
be
to it.
Slim.
Answer me this. So let's face the music crew. So let's do this. And I know for a fact, America, buckle up, cause
Buckle it
well,
up.
this is us. Talking about marriage, you know how this shit finna go.
It's gonna be all the way left.
Left.
Two of us are divorced, and one probably don't believe in marriage.
Chill on me.
So let's start with that nigga there.
Listen,
What does it take? Let me ask the question first.
you should.
What does it take?
Let Rocky call in because she.
Well,
Look, she just commented in the comments. She said lots of fucking.
hey,
Yes,
That's
that's,
the
the
answer
reason
to whatever
why
the
I
fuck
want
you
to
finna
get
say.
married.
Lots of fucking. Why did
mean,
I get married?
It's not
Lots
the
of
only.
fucking.
It's not
go
the
ahead,
only
class
reason.
8. I see you, mommy.
Lots of fucking.
It's not the only reason, but
But
yes.
but at this point, I'm finna ask Trouble question. When do you know that you're ready to get married?
When do I know when I'm ready to get
Theoretically
married?
speaking.
I can speak from a place of experience. I'm trying to put it into words. I'm a little tipsy right now, so I'm trying to put it into context so that y'all can understand it. Listen, when you
look
come across a
crazy.
woman, I'm speaking from my perspective. You know, when you come across a woman that, when you're willing to compromise certain things that you believe
What
in,
are
or
you
things
blowing
you
on?
stand on, or certain shit that
You willing
You-
to change your way of thinking about shit.
Yeah. Because like I'll give you an example. Like for me, marriage is not like, you know, marriage, honestly, in my opinion, and I've said this to you guys, I felt like church is the business aspect of religion. I felt like marriage is the business aspect of love. But when you have so it was never important to me, right? But when you have a person that you meet, or a person you come across, and you see that, hey, this is something that's important to her, and it becomes a priority for you because it's important to them, not necessarily because it's something you believe in, it's just because it's like,
You care about what they care about.
I think that's when it's time to pop the question, because it's like, damn.
Because
You're
a
not
lot
doing
of
it for
people,
yourself. When
right.
you make that unselfish decision, when you can kind of like
Yep.
unhorse, you know, come off that high horse, and let the motherfucker,
Unhorse.
The high horse.
you know, let a motherfucker sit up there, and you just kind of guide that motherfucker from you hold the straps and just walk him.
Who's that nigga on that there neck?
Yeah,
My bad.
Okay. Okay. Well, you can okay, that motherfucker. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I knew
so,
he was my husband because we were friends, lovers, and I know that's right.
I did it to a lot of friends though.
Right. Hey,
No,
listen.
no, but it's still you have to be, you got to encompass a whole bunch of stuff.
yeah,
And
hell
that's
yeah,
why,
hell
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying, I'm taking my time
Hold
to
on.
Yeah.
cultivate some
But you
of the-
know it though. You know
Yeah.
your inner self know
So
it.
I want to ask, and because one, these my peoples chiming in. Love y'all, Rock.
Hell yeah,
Will, love y'all, man. Keep up with us. But I want to ask this. I want to ask this question to you because you've been there, done that.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
So what is it that made you say yes?
Oh, please don't ask me that.
I'm asking.
So, okay, so the
Well,
the married me. Okay, let
okay,
me
go
answer
ahead.
this.
Go ahead. Okay,
So
go
the
ahead.
married me at 32, when I initially got married, compared to the single me who's yearning to get married again at 44, it's totally different. So I used to be like I don't want to say this. 'Cause
So 32.
I was a
yes,
free
why?
spirit because it was like, oh, get married? Yeah, why not?
So
It was nothing.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Jagged edge. We ain't getting no younger.
Right,
we might as well do
let's
it.
do
I
it.
got
Let's
so
see
much
what
love
happens.
for you.
And
in
you know what
these
happened?
arms.
It didn't work.
Oh shit.
All right.
So now I'm a little more careful, and I understand that marriage really, you shouldn't just get married just to get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got married because I'm like, hell, you want to get married? You know what I'm saying? Let's get married.
Cool. So with that said right there, I'm going to go into the first verse of Let's Get Married by Jagged Edge.
Getting married.
And I'm sure
I'm gonna sing along.
everybody
know.
knows this. Fuck it. I tell you what. If you going to sing
First of
along,
all,
I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this shit. But I'm going to be real and say what's on my heart. Let's take a chance and make this love feel relevant. Don't you know I loved you from the start? Yeah. When I think about
Hey,
all the years we put in this relationship, who knew we make it this far?
and think about
What it would be if we were to just fall apart. And I just kind of thought, God damn it,
remix.
Remix.
Trouble done got happy in this motherfucker.
Trouble wanted to get married.
No.
Okay, so let's do it.
Chill, cuz. Chill, cuz.
Let's
Shit
all
is
right.
spilling on my lap right
So
there.
let's do
Right.
this.
No homo.
First of all, I know these so-called players wouldn't tell you this shit, but I'm gonna be real and keep this on my heart. Let's take the chance and make this love feel relevant. Don't you know I loved you from the start? And when I think about all the years we put in this relationship, who knew we make it this far? When I think about where I'd be if we were to just fall apart, I just can't stand the thought of leaving you. Okay.
Meet me at
So,
the
that's where
altar
the
in
game
your
come in.
white
Wait, hold on,
dress.
no, because I want to save the chorus. I want to save the chorus specifically to ask a specific question.
I appreciate the background music.
I was a
Yeah.
percussion.
By the way, Beatbox Mark, y'all. Beatbox Mark.
How you doing?
Hell no.
Beatbox Mark.
That nigga closer to Dr. Dre. He make his own beats too.
But no. So let's dissect this first verse.
Dissect it.
So
Like
first
a
of all, I
frog
know
in
these
chemistry.
so-called players wouldn't tell you this shit. All right. I think that most motherfuckers figure that they have to stop being perhaps who they are when it comes time to propose and get married. Would y'all agree with that?
You should.
Well,
You got
it
you gotta
depends
change.
on-
You
it
gotta switch up a
depends.
change.
I ain't gonna say who you are. I would say
Right.
your habits.
Your habits.
Like your extra
Because
the
activities.
you
Yeah.
can't do the same thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's
like,
the definition of
look-
insanity, though. Doing the same shit over and over and expecting different results.
Got you.
So
Yeah,
if
you gotta
if I'm
switch it up.
getting married, you know what I'm saying? I can't just all my decisions
Can't be
I
a
make.
bitch ass nigga.
Right. All
Can't
the
just
decisions
be about you.
can't just be about me. Now I gotta think about what the hell Trouble got to say.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, Trouble, what you think about this? And that's how you start noticing
Be
that
unselfish.
somebody
You gotta pass the ball,
somebody
Kobe.
is actually interested in being in something serious with you, whether it's marriage or just moving on to something serious. To when they start saying,
Got
"Hey."
you. And
You know,
I
what
actually
you
sort of
think
kind of
about
agree
it?
with that. Now, the only reason I'm saying it is because, like you said, sort of kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Off the dribble. You know, when shit that really might not have been important to you at first is now important to you.
That's what I was trying to
Same-
translate. I'm gonna
same
start just
shit.
having. I'm gonna just start saying it to Happy, then you translate it. Boo.
No,
Yeah,
they-
no, nigga, because we ain't never gonna understand what platonic means.
But she
when
just
you
said
say
what
it.
I said
We
without
know.
me seeing it when I said it. Even though I was right, I
That's
could have been
why I-
wrong,
that's
but I was
why I-
wrong, but I could have been right.
No, that's why I threw it to you because I
Okay.
got what you were saying. You
Point.
know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
sometimes when you're not interested in being not platonic, he
Yeah.
almost got me to say it.
Yeah. That solo dolo. Yeah. That word tough, man. Platonic seems like the word to fit there.
And guess what? Finally, it fits.
It fits.
Finally.
And you walked away from
It could have fit.
Say it. Go ahead and
That's
say it.
that's not where I was going. When you're interested to being more than just platonic with somebody, then you start saying we, then more so than I. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's when you know somebody is starting to get a
when
little
you start
more.
putting other people's needs ahead of your own.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this? I want us to do. And I, I'm
when you
thinking,
start becoming a pleaser versus a receiver.
Facts.
You know?
yeah. And it's
Shit
so
like
good
that.
to be both.
Yeah.
I miss those days.
Yeah. That shit, that's when you know, though. That's when you know. But you gotta do it with the right person, because if you,
Right.
if you bow all gracefully for the wrong motherfucker,
Oh well, that's
you
always
can end
gonna
up
be,
like O.J. Simpson.
And you
Everybody
know what?
should want to be used, but not misused. As we
Facts.
say.
Yeah, I don't
But
mind
you know what,
you
though?
using me, but
And
use me right. You know what
yo,
I'm saying?
Who said that? Tina
Listen,
Turner?
let me do this.
I'm sorry.
So check this out. It's funny
Rock
that
me,
you.
babe.
It's funny that y'all mention that
Rock me
because
out.
as we speak on this topic, Trish in the comments says, "Are you asking this question for before I was fucked over a million times or now?" So here's the thing.
Trish. Who did it? I'm about to
Trish, that's
get
my
him.
dog, man. Trish be taking care of me up at Snookers.
Here's the
I'm
thing.
about to get him for Trish.
I fuck
So
with Trish. I walk out
what
that
you
bitch
wind up
stumbling.
at that point, what winds up happening is you find yourself in a space where perhaps marriage just isn't a thing for you now because you can't find your way to the point where you can give yourself to someone in that manner.
One more time, run it back.
Yeah, no, I mean you get fucked over. So now
Do you give up?
marriage,
You saying do you give up on it?
yeah, marriage just ain't on the table no more because you can't do the things required to actually be in a productive marriage, like say
Trust.
No, that's a part of the game.
Because you
part
have
of
to
the
trust.
game.
You have to trust
It's
and
like-
you have
it's
to
like-
open up.
It's certain rules. Like it's unspoken rules. Like when you join the gang, eventually you're gonna have to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to jail. Eventually you're gonna like it's unspoken.
Wait a minute.
It's
You're
things-
eventually going to have to do what? What you going to have to eventually
fight,
do?
nigga, like-
Oh, okay.
You might have to kill.
Chitty,
You might have to
bang, bang.
steal. You might have to. But like it's unspoken. It's unspoken rules. Like I think love, trust, relationships, the same shit. There's certain things that
And you know
you don't
what?
necessarily have to sit down and have a conversation about.
America-
Like you got to know that sometimes
I just want to
the
point
right
this
wrong motherfucker gonna fuck you over.
I just want to point this out.
It's true.
That we are literally like
Yeah.
30 to 35 minutes into our show, and we still on some mature shit. We gotta hit these markers.
With trouble.
Listen, I'm an old
gotta
soul.
hit these
I'm an
markers.
old soul. Old people love me. Old people love me.
100% right about that.
You're all right.
When you enter into these realms,
That's the part of it. That's the rule.
it's there's always going to be the chance that
You get hurt.
you get hurt.
Absolutely.
And it's an unfortunate chance, but it's a chance. And I'm going to tell you the crazy part about being hurt. I can hurt you, Willie, without even trying to hurt you.
Sure.
Because you might expect me to do something that I just don't do. And in your mind, you're like, well, if she's not doing this, that means she doesn't love me for real. Or you know what I'm saying? Or appreciate me. And that may not be where my heart is. I just may not have gotten to a point where I know your love language. Because we all have different love languages.
And with that said, agree 100% again. But with that said, I want to go to the second verse
Okay.
of Let's Get Married. Because you're talking about how you relate to the person and getting an understanding for the person that you're getting involved with.
Will,
See-
am I hilarious? Who are you saying hilarious?
See, I done it
You're the
all.
only she on the panel.
So check it out. See,
Who
I
said that?
done it all. But frankly, girl, I'm tired of this emptiness. I want to come home to you and only you. Cause
Hey.
making love to just anyone ain't happening.
happening.
I just gotta be with Good Lord.
Lord.
Do you think about us finishing something we
We
started
started
so long ago?
Who
I
knew?
want to give you
I
my
can't do the beat to this
all.
one. They fucking it up. I can't do the beat to this one, y'all.
Right.
Y'all all
Do you
off key
think
and-
about
Right. I
maybe
didn't
us
do that.
having some babies?
Come on,
baby,
she be
my
my
lady,
lady.
forever girl.
That's when a nigga be like, "What's going on across the
This
sea?"
is not the remix, sir.
And
This is
shorty
bad.
coming with me.
Boom, 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 boom.
Change my name.
This is not the remix.
Now they call you the
Damn
bitch
it.
wife.
You messed that all the way up.
So-
I wish we should have been.
Look, I didn't pull up the lyrics for the fucking remix. Sorry.
Look, dang. Oh, you can't do the song without that part. You just
check it.
can't.
So, my only point in bringing this shit up was this. You were talking about the communication and the love languages and
Right.
really realizing that you got to get to a point where you're okay with the compromise. Mm-hmm. Right? And changing up perhaps what you might be used to.
Exactly.
You made mention of how they say it? You change out the I's for the we's or the I's for the us's. Never heard that phrase? Okay, never mind. Maybe it's me.
I heard it's no I in team, but it's fucking me.
Yeah, see, that's Kobe said that.
That's why they put him in the top 10 instead of the top 5. There's a lot wrong with that nigga,
But I think what Willie is trying to get
Point
to the
there.
point is that you get to a point where
even winners lose.
I may not like doing something, but because I know
It's a compromise.
Willie
That's a relationship.
needs that,
Yeah.
I'm going to
a
give him that.
partnership,
I may
man.
not give it to him every
It's
night
a partnership.
or every day, but I'm going to give it to him every so often.
Listen.
So
Future wife, I'm going to need it every night. Just saying.
no, we're not talking about that.
No,
Give it.
that's
Oh
not
my
what-
god.
Oh, my bad. No,
Hey, but
continue.
that's how you feel though. Until you run across a
Continue.
motherfucker want to give it to you every night, then you be like, every other night
Right,
is cool.
right. I do have to do it every night.
I do have to work. I got to work
Oh, no.
10 hours tomorrow.
Yeah, everybody think they're a freak till they meet a freak.
Yeah. You know,
Different story. We'll have that topic for y'all later.
every other
But
day.
yeah, to your point, you're 100% right. You gotta trade in the I's for the us's.
Yeah.
You have to. And do y'all think that people have given up
thank you, Trisha.
on that concept of giving up the I's for the us's?
For the most part,
I think-
from what I hear, yes. Go ahead.
I think that's the reason why marriage is not a goal for a lot of people. For that reason, because a lot of people aren't willing to be unselfish, right? The reason why I respect LeBron James to put in, the reason why I use sports analogies is because it's more relatable. The reason why I respect
It's more what?
relatable.
Say is that
Relatable.
We need to roll back that beat.
Relatable.
That's not what that nigga said.
It's relatable.
Relatable.
It's right.
Relatable.
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 It's more. It's an offering that everyone can relate to,
It's relatable.
It's
right? Everybody plays
relatable.
sports in some
Relatable.
Listen,
It's
in some shape, form, or
Indubitably.
fashion. Whether
Relatable.
Indubitably.
It's platonic.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
But the
I'm
reason
fucking
why I respect LeBron more than Jordan is because he understands the game. Like, it's not a me game, it's a we game. So he's able to pass the ball and say, hey, you know what? Even though I am who I am and I could take the last shot, I'm gonna give it to you because you had a better shot.
And
Right?
America,
But that's what marriage
This
is
has
about.
been, and I agree. This has literally just been a shameless plug from Gen Zer about why.
From
I was
a
born in
what?
1990,
LeBron is better
nigga.
than Jordan.
I ain't no Gen Zer.
Now,
from a what?
Let's continue.
What
with
is he?
I was
getting
born in
back-
1990, nigga.
Let's get back to
31, nigga.
Let's get back to what we're actually talking about, which
All right, so
was
look
the
at-
topic of marriage.
What I'm saying is what it takes for a marriage to work
You
is a
guys are
certain
really
level
mature
of sacrifice and compromise from each party.
have to feel
You got to be willing to not be
10 for you.
the lead guy, right? You don't.
Right.
You got to say, hey.
Be the lead
In the
when
end
you
of the
need
day,
to,
like a
and
lot
then-
of the
facilitate.
times, even Shaq,
Good
even
Lord.
Shaq kind of submitted to Kobe in a way.
Are we really going
You
to
know
keep
what I mean?
with the sports
We have to
metaphors?
because it makes more sense versus me
Don't
trying to
give
make
up.
sense of it after having
All right, continue. Go ahead.
whatever has been in my cup. Gotta,
Go ahead.
what makes sense?
Don't give up,
Right,
Trish.
so,
Just heal.
I'm just saying, even Shaq was the biggest black guy that any of us know. And then he submitted to Kobe. Right. He was like, you know what, Kobe? Hey, he was like, the nigga
this
said,
shit is going
look, they
left.
shared the story. Remember the story he shared? He was like,
Shaq is
Kobe was
a
like,
real
he was like, when he first got to
Okay,
the start
cool.
lineup.
Just whatever you do, land the fucking plane and bring the shit back
Here
to
we go.
marriage.
All right. He was
Please.
like, he told the nigga, he was like, he kept shooting the ball. Kobe said, I kept shooting the ball. And then when we called a timeout, Shaq came to the huddle and was like, nigga, I'm wide open. Pass me the ball. Why you not passing me the ball? And then Kobe was like, nigga, because I'm open. So rebound it, throw me the ball, and I'm gonna make it. That's that's not what marriage is. But in the end of the day, it's a certain level of sacrifice. It's the point I'm trying to get to. Right? So everybody got to compromise.
It's teamwork.
Yeah,
It's a teamwork. Right?
And that point,
Teamwork made the dream
stop,
work.
pause.
Teamwork
That
makes
is a
the dream work.
perfect point. Your analogy was completely fucked up, but
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that is a perfect.
'cause y'all
point.
interrupted
You're
it. Yeah.
right. You're right. You're 100% right.
Why
Compromise.
you say y'all? I didn't. I
Adjust.
Nah,
didn't.
not you happy. Not you happy. I was on fire, and then he was like,
No.
"Timeout." I was like, oh,
No. Yeah, because sometimes Phil got to call a fucking timeout when motherfuckers just keep shooting and missing. Sometimes you got to call a timeout.
Now he using basketball analogies on you.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's where we at with it. But the part,
He gonna bring Phil
here's the
in.
crazy part.
Right, he brought
here's the
Phil
crazy
in.
part. As fucked up as the analogy was, I completely got what he was saying.
I
I
set a pic-
completely
I set a pic for you, nigga.
get what you were saying. 100% I get what you were saying. And yeah,
"Now make the shot, nigga."
the compromise is
Shoot the
what's
ball.
necessary
Shoot
to
it.
make the marriage work. So getting back to the question, so folks don't want to compromise. They want to be great themselves and not really concerned about.
Can I say one thing? You
Go
know
ahead.
what the problem is in the society we live in? No one wants to do the work and heal. Everybody is working off of past hurt, and they rather hold on to that past hurt and say, "I ain't giving it."
But
I ain't
see,
doing
a lot of
this, and I
people
ain't
got
doing
that,
this,
but
and
nobody
and- and-
provides the answers to it.
Okay, but
But
okay.
you gotta be responsible for you as far as when it comes to healing.
Where
Why
is that-
she
where
had
do
to
you go to
yodel
heal?
that, I'm not sure, but she's right.
Where do you go to heal though? Because people say, I hear that shit a lot. Charlemagne the God is one of the biggest hypocrites in the fucking planet. He always with the
Okay.
black health and this, that, and this, that. Where do you go to heal?
Okay,
You know,
As a normal nigga.
as a normal person, you have to decide that you want, and then you have to. So one of the things we have to do is accept how you feel. If you feel jacked up, just like our girl Trish in here, she's telling us that she's messed up because of the past hurt. She's understanding that's where she's at. So at this point, she has to accept that she's messed up because of the past issues that she's had, and decide to heal. If she's gonna hold on to that,
I'm asking how the healing part. How
so
do we
they
get to the healing
okay. So
part?
it's a whole process, but you have to get to a point where
Where is it?
you have to.
Where is the pot of gold?
No, but
with whom should I heal?
All right, go ahead.
but once you accept that that's where you're at, and then you
'Cause
realize,
we can all acknowledge that we fucked up.
right? But
We
then
do it
you
every time we start the show.
Right,
Facts.
exactly.
Facts.
But
Ain't
when
none of
you
us
realize
feeling.
you want to get to a certain point, so there's times like I sat at a certain point where I didn't want to get to a certain point.
Yeah.
Just like she's saying, I don't want to get married.
That
That's where she's
part
at.
right
But once she
there.
get to a point where she's like, you know what? I do want to get married.
To bring
I
it-
do want this.
to-
then she knows that she's gonna have to heal.
bring it back.
It's self-awareness.
Yeah, and
Period.
I listen. Hand claps for that shit, by the way.
Hell no, that nigga just talked
I
in
do.
circles like
No,
O.J.
no,
Simpson.
No, she didn't. No, she
Yes,
didn't.
she did. I asked a
But
question.
no, she didn't.
I said, where do I go to heal?
Now
And start with
okay,
you, my
so
God.
you had
It
me
starts
chasing
with
my
you.
tail.
If,
God
if
damn
you
it.
if you want to know where
Just like
you
any
go,
other
I
puppy.
was looking
if
for
you
answers.
if you want to go, or if you want to know where you go to start, find your nearest mirror
Hell no. You
That's where
just
you
came Michael
start.
Jackson.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
starting with
That's
the
it.
man.
Yeah, it is. And I'm gonna
Look
tell
at the
you
fucker got him.
Hold on.
Where the fucker get
Hear
him?
me out. Hear me out.
But he's right.
Where the fucker get him?
He's
Hear me
right.
out. I'm gonna tell you
He
why.
is
right.
wrong.
I'm gonna
He's
tell
not.
you
In
why.
the bathroom.
I'm gonna
By
tell
the
you why.
mirror.
Right. It's simple. Here's why. Cause you hold we people, male, female,
it's
otherwise.
when it's fucked up.
We
It's
hold
weed.
we hold on to hurt.
We hold
and this
on
is
to
the
it.
reason. This is the reason why we don't give things another shot.
Okay.
You get hurt. You know that pain. You understand that pain. You identify with that pain.
And you duck it.
Sort of kind of you nuts. So now you don't
duck it.
ever want to fucking feel that
Yeah,
pain
you
again.
duck it.
Dig it. Understand that. But
You don't free yourself from that.
what you do in that same process is realize that I am going to cut myself off from feeling anything else other than that because you don't want to put yourself out there. You
That's
said it
the
yourself.
mature thing.
It's a
That's the
chance
mature
that
way
you
of going
gotta
about
take.
it.
That's
But,
right.
what a lot of
Rocky.
people
That's right.
tend to do is exert that shit onto other people.
Yeah, because
They don't be
That's
like,
right.
oh, I'm gonna stay away from. They be like, oh,
Prayer.
you can't
Yes.
hedge your bets, man.
Therapy.
yeah.
You can't hedge your bets on this one.
I like
if
that.
you're gonna be in it, you gotta be in it. If you're not gonna be in it, then go on this way. Because this is when we're talking about something like marriage.
It is
every
ongoing.
single time. The mainstay of what we're talking about is you gotta make yourself available and
That's
vulnerable.
right, Shantane.
You gotta do it.
Okay.
That's when we're talking about what's it gonna take.
Now, speaking of that, how do you do that? How do you make
So-
yourself emotionally available if you,
So-
like you said, been hurt in the past? What's the way to go about it?
So
Realize that it was a past.
Yeah.
I said, what's the way to go about it?
So Rocky gave us some great pointers, and
All right. Let's hear it.
I was gonna shoot a couple of these out to you, but at the end of the day, it does start with self first. But she said therapy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some people do have
Go
to go
sit
through
on somebody's
therapy.
fucking couch, nigga.
You know, prayer
Okay.
that always works.
We gonna get up off our knees now. We're not.
No, you get on your knees to get you
I don't
some
know what to
release.
talk about, but go ahead.
Yes. No, wait, that didn't sound good at all. Honesty with yourself, like I was saying,
Okay.
admitting how you feel.
Absolutely.
You have to accept that. Admit your stuff. She said ish, but either way.
Right.
Healing is ongoing. So it's not like
Facts.
you're going to heal. Even after you get into a relationship, you're going to notice certain triggers. You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen. You think you done healed or you're over a certain thing, and certain things will happen, and you be like, dang, that reminded me of such
Listen,
and such.
if every time, like let's say for instance, I'm running, right, and I know every time I run to the left, a motherfucker waiting on the left side, smack fucking fire out of me. Pow!
Right.
Right? So you're gonna tend to lean to the right.
Sure.
Even if a motherfucker it looks worthy of going to the left and you say, hey, I love you, I'm here to love you, I'm here for you, just come over to the left. And you go to the left and then, pow, you get smacked again. Eventually you don't get to that point where
You're not going to the
left
left.
is just not
It's
an
just
option.
not an option, no.
Not an option. So I'm saying, like, a lot of people say that, like, a lot of people, and this is what I, you know, and not to say like anybody here, but a lot of people provide that answer as an option as far as healing, but no one actually provides options as far as like actually healing. So for a lot of people, it's more deeper. It's a lot deeper than just one failed relationship. Sometimes
it's several
Exactly.
failed relationships.
sometimes it's relationships with their parents, it could
Sure.
be siblings, it could
It
be
is. It's
friends,
the
it
whole
could be
thing.
kids, it could be.
What he basically
yes.
saying is like, if a motherfucker is hungry, right? You say, well, damn, I'm hungry. What is the remedy for being hungry? And you say, go to the store.
Go
and
eat.
He was like, where in the fuck is the store at? And you was like, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing
Right.
about. Well, here's the
But-
thing about
Over yonder.
with it.
But
Here's
that's
the
the thing. If you don't know how to heal yourself, then, like she said, therapy.
We
you know what I'm
started
saying?
off-
Prayer. I don't have a wand to just say you're healed. You know what I'm saying? You have
and
to
nobody saying
understand.
shit's gonna be easy.
Right. It's
And
not
then
gonna
there's no one fix for all,
it's
no
no-
one solve.
Exactly.
Right. Well, that's one.
Exactly.
And actually, that was actually said in the comments. I think Rock said it is healing is not one size fits all.
Right.
But the other thing is, and we started off by saying it, the same person that asks, which is it's a very valid question that you ask, Trouble, about where do you go for the healing? How do you get to the healing part?
Yeah.
Well, the very first thing that you said when we started out is realizing that you are going in
It
this
is a
in
problem,
this
right.
That
you
is a
gonna have to
problem.
take a chance.
That's what I said.
You got to.
Accept
So
that that's how you feel.
no matter how you heal,
No,
and
no.
the fact, hold on, how
Not
you
you.
heal, and if or if not you choosing to love again, or go down the marriage route again, or onto the marriage path again, those are two different issues.
Right.
You healing is one thing. But if you planning on going down the marriage path again, what you got to realize, and maybe this sort of kind of goes over into the healing part, is that you got to take the chance again. I don't give a fuck how many times you go left, you get smacked. Boom. You go left, you get smacked again. Boom. If you're planning to go down this path, you're going to have to take the chance.
So let me ask you a question.
On that.
Is marriage necessary in that process? Is that something?
No,
that's-
you don't get
Listen,
married.
listen,
You don't get
but
married
hear me
while
out. Hear me
you're
out. Hear me
doing
out.
that.
Hear me out.
No,
hear
it's
me
not
out.
necessary.
So this is what I'm saying. We're identifying to have a problem. I'm
Don't get married
identifying
with your
that
problem.
I'm identifying that there's a person that's worth me hurdling that problem. I'm also identifying that there's work that needs to be done, but in that process, is marriage necessary?
No.
Like
You-
like so let me summarize it. Is marriage a necessary step to prove to someone that you love them?
I say no.
No, not if you're not ready.
Can I be with you for 20 years and we don't get married and we just be happy?
No, what
happily ever after?
we're not gonna do. So for me, no, you're not gonna be with me for 20 years because I've been no mess around and gone somewhere else.
Why?
Because I'm not waiting for you for 20 years to get married.
But why? I'm saying why is
So
marriage
you
the
saying
end
marriage-
goal?
well,
Why
for
is
you,
marriage the
that-
end
For
goal?
me,
Why is it
because
mandatory?
why wouldn't we be married? Because if I'm with you for 20 years, we're building a whole bunch of stuff together.
I'll say
And
this.
if that's not what we're doing, if you just my little buddy,
That's
boo
not an end game for everybody.
Right. It's not the end game for anybody. But
That's
if,
not
if
the end
my
game for
thing-
everybody.
If my thing is to get married, you're not going to string me along for 20 years. You're not going to string me
Sure.
along for 3 years.
Sure.
After the second year, if we're not getting married,
Hold on,
I'm
wait.
moving on.
So
to
that's
you
your
got a time-
standard?
wait,
It's
so you
like
got a
after
time limit on
two
this?
is two and
at
through
the,
or
at
two
the
and
end
do?
of the day, you know what I'm saying? If we're not talking about getting married after being together for 2 years,
But
what
why
the
is
hell
so-
are we-
so
what
Why
are
the
we
time
doing?
limit?
So look.
You said why, the time limit? Because I could be building with somebody else.
why
am
is
I-
marriage so
why is
important
that?
to you?
Marriage important to
Why
me?
is it so important?
Because there's so many nasty things I want to do with my husband that I can't.
You
do
could
with
do
somebody
that with
else. No,
your-
you
your-
can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you
do that
can't.
with-
No,
what
you
does
can't.
a-
No,
you think a
No, you
ring
can't.
does
No,
a
you
ring
can't.
does a ring change
No,
things?
no, no.
Like
Let
does
me
it-
tell you, because it's not just the ring. It's all about the commitment and support that you have when you're in.
But you
that.
can get that
because no,
from an
because
individual without a ring.
if I'm free to do whatever I need, whatever I'm gonna do, and you're free to do whatever you're gonna do, what my security is not in that. You know what I'm saying? It's not in that.
So it's like marriage is a security blanket for you.
It is security blanket as far as our relationship.
So at
goes.
what point do you start sleeping without that security blanket?
Yeah,
I got a
ain't gonna lie.
3-year-old, and I'm trying to get him to stop sleeping in my
generally
bed
don't
right
agree
now.
With shit that Trouble says, but I'm
I'm
sort of
just saying.
kind of with him on
Intrigued
this
a
one.
What do
little
you
bit,
mean?
huh?
You
I
say
don't-
when
I
do
don't-
you start
Yeah,
sleeping
little
without the?
No,
without-
I don't think that I don't think that marriage should be one a security blanket. Two, I don't think
I mean,
that it
as
is the
far as
end
what?
game.
As
for,
far as what? What do
for
you mean?
anything.
Like the security blanket? I mean, like I can't feel secure with you if we're not in a committed type
Listen,
of relationship.
married people cheat
And-
more than single people.
But see, that's fucked up as married people.
So I'm so
There's some-
confused why
there's
so many
not-
people be rushing into marriage
because
marriage
people
cheat
get
all the
married for
time.
the wrong reason. Some people get married just like when
People
I got
get into
married.
relationships
What he's
for the
saying,
wrong
what he's
time.
saying is the security blanket that you say that marriage is,
Right.
is not a
It
secure
may not
blanket.
be right because it depends on who you marry, right? I'm not just in a rush to get married to just anybody. It got to be somebody who has the same standards and beliefs that I
If
do.
you-
Sure,
But
but you
if
got a
he's human-
time limit on it, though.
No,
to
no,
figure
but it's
that
not
out.
even just a time limit. But it's like I'm not gonna spend 5 years with somebody hoping
But
to
you
get
should,
married.
though.
Let me be
You
specific.
should.
I'm-
Get
I'm
to
not-
know.
Wait.
I'm not
Wait,
gonna do
hold
that.
on. Let me be
I'm
very,
not
very
gonna do
specific.
that. You can do that, but I'm not gonna do
for
that.
you? Why is
For
2
me,
years? Yes. Why is 2 years?
11, 12 years. They
I
talking
like
about
how you
some.
did that.
They talking about some. Oh, let's get married. but they've been living together. They got cars together. They got kids together. Like, what the hell took y'all
You should
so
be able to
long?
try before you buy. I ain't gonna lie.
That's ass backwards.
You
to
should
me.
know it ain't.
To me, it
Have you ever started kicking it with somebody and live with them and realize how much you don't like them?
That's generally gonna happen whether you get
whether
married
you
or
get
not.
married
But that's
or not.
saying like
right.
that's you should be able to try before you buy. So you should
But
be able
that's-
to experience
that's-
all of those things before you
Okay,
put a stamp
but-
and a seal on it and
Hold
say
on.
this is the end.
That's cool. And
Marriage is the
everything-
end.
The marriage is not the
It's
end.
no- it's
a
nothing after it.
It is.
Okay, so
As
now-
a man,
is.
as a man,
America, at
as
this
a
You said
man.
as a man,
I'm
but I
jumping
That's
know,
the end.
off the Team Trouble
I
bandwagon.
know men who don't
Marriage
think like
is
you.
the end.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It should be the end. Why would you
It's
get
Why
married
would
to
it
somebody?
be the
Pause,
end?
pause. Both of you motherfuckers.
What he mean?
pause.
Let me be the mediator right a little bit.
Hold on.
What he mean is the end of your dating career.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And what you
That's
think,
the
and,
end.
and what you're taking it as he's saying is the end of your life, like
Life,
you're dead
yeah,
and nothing.
yeah.
Is,
She took it
there's
personal.
nothing after that.
I
Like
didn't
I'm
take
married.
it. I'm just trying to
no,
figure
she
out
didn't take it
what,
personally.
what,
Yeah,
what
she
you
didn't.
mean by
I'll
the
play,
end?
I'll play.
That's all. It's like she just taking it like you
The
said.
end of
Oh
your
well.
dating life.
After that, it's like
Well,
it's-
yeah, it's supposed to be
Because
the
I
end of
feel
your
like
dating.
once
Okay,
I
that's
get-
what I'm saying. It's the end.
Once I
So
get
why
married, I feel
shouldn't
like
you try all that shit first before you figure out that this is the end? How before I agree, it's like motherfucker. It's like
For the same
Would you
reason,
buy a car if you had a
y'all-
test drove?
literally, it's the same argument either way
not a car.
for the both.
Let me
of
ask you,
you.
So Esquire.
I'm not a car.
If you could
That's not the
choose,
point.
listen.
It's like-
If you could choose,
like
if
I
you could
get
choose,
what you're
pause,
trying to
pause,
say,
happy,
but
pause, happy.
I'm not a car.
If you could choose how you die, would you choose it?
If I could choose,
If you could choose how you
I
died, would you choose it?
no,
You wouldn't choose how you died?
No.
So if you could say I'd rather die in my sleep versus die in a car accident,
no,
you wouldn't choose?
no,
You just throw it in the sky?
no.
That's ignorance.
No, this.
No, it's not.
That's some bullshit.
ignorance.
Because
If you
who
could
said?
choose how you
First
die.
off, once again, just like the sports and where the fuck does that even fit in what we're talking about?
It's an analogy. I'm giving you an analogy.
Right. So make it make sense of what we're
I'm
talking
trying
about.
to, but you're trying to compare it to
No,
what the fuck I
no,
already
I just-
said, and that's the reason why you
No,
said
no,
no.
I'm no.
If you could choose how you die,
No.
fuck the relationship
No,
aside.
I wouldn't.
Happy. If you could choose how you die, would you choose? If it was between you die on a fucking a plate of shattered glass and goddamn in your sleep and goddamn a car accident, would you choose?
Which one do I do? Do I
I'm
die
asking
quicker?
you, would you choose if you had the option to
The
choose?
answer for me is
I
no.
don't. No.
You
The
would not
answer
choose.
for me is
No.
no. And I'm gonna tell
crazy.
you why.
I would.
Because that takes.
I would,
that,
like a
Yeah, I'm gonna
motherfucker.
tell you-
In
I'm
my
gonna tell
sleep.
you
I'm
why.
in my sleep. I
great.
don't know.
But here's
the
why
fuck?
I say no.
Y'all niggas
And I'm
lying.
trying.
No,
I swear,
I'm-
I'm trying to.
I
Listen,
have a
this-
different
see, that's
response.
just old
I have
nigga
a different
mentality.
relationship with God, so I know I'm not gonna
Oh,
suffer.
hell no, you done brought God in
I
this shit.
did because if I die, that's who I'm going. That's where I'm going.
Hold on. Can we just do this real quick so that we can actually bring this back to what the hell we were actually talking about first off? Here's why. You asked would I choose. No, I wouldn't choose because that's going to take a whole lot of living away from me. That's going to literally affect.
I didn't say when you
just hear me
die. I
out.
said how you
Yeah.
die. I didn't say
Okay,
when.
potato on that. But here's
That's completely different. But, yeah.
here's
But
Go
he's
ahead,
saying like if you can
Here's
die in
why.
your sleep, if I say
Listen.
I'm gonna die in my sleep,
Wrap it
but
up.
to compare it to
I didn't
what?
say today.
But to compare
but you don't
it
know
to-
when you're gonna die.
Hold on. But
let
to
you
compare
choose,
it
nigga.
to what we're talking about with regards to marriage,
It's the same thing.
it's not. Because guess what? You don't. No matter
You don't choose who you
no
marry?
matter whether.
You don't
and you
choose who
don't,
you
and you
marry?
don't get to choose the
You don't
experience.
choose who you marry?
Here's why
And you don't choose the
and
experience.
Whoever
You
you,
don't choose who you
whoever
marry.
you choose,
Fuck the experience.
listen, y'all.
I
Whoever
said
you
who you
choose,
marry.
listen. Whoever you choose, fine. Yep, you do get to choose who you marry. You don't get to choose what that experience is going to be. There's the difference.
You
So
do
I don't
get to
even
choose
understand. I don't even understand what that analogy is. My only thing is this. Look, when you sit and decide if you're going to get married, then you have to do certain things that
You
are
have to choose a
necessary
dance
to
partner.
get it. If your answer is,
If I'm a
hey,
cha-cha
I'm
slide,
just going to
I gotta
try
figure
out,
out who I'm gonna slide
if
to the
your
left
answer
with.
is, I'm going to try out this motherfucker, that motherfucker, and then make a decision based on X, Y, and Z, then guess what? You might as well just keep dating.
That's not what I
Because,
said.
okay.
That's not what I said. That's why I asked. That's why I use the analogy. If you could choose,
Because I can pick a few different people I can date.
All right.
to be continued.
So
fun
yeah,
with.
we definitely gonna have to continue this. First and foremost, we have come to the end because this went way further than I thought it would. But I want to thank everybody who chimed in on
Thank
social
you
media.
guys.
You guys were great. You all gave
Date
some
your spouse,
great
yes. Not for 7-8 years, Rocky.
answers. And this looks like something that we're probably going to have to revisit.
No, it's not.
First off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West Side,
do
when we
this
ride,
real
come
quick.
equipped with game. You
Closing
claim to be a
remarks.
player, but we
Shut the fuck up. Closing remarks, man. With regards to what we're talking about, closing remarks. What would you say are marriage
We ain't got
requirements?
time for closing remarks.
We don't have time for closing
None.
remarks. Guess what? Guys, we'll see you guys next week. And the only
Yo,
thing I have to say is these nuts.
Thank y'all again
Pew, pew.
for chiming in, man.
Pew, pew.
This has been Face the Music.
Pew pew.
Radio.